There you go. Up. We got the bucket.
What? I think it's rolling, isn't it?
What's rolling?
That log, is it moving?
No. You're tripping.
That's why I said take the skitchler and put it on the... take off the weight. Is it moving? Oh, wait.
Are you able to close the bucket a little bit more?
Yeah, close that bucket tight.
Just so it's locked in. We already got a hole in the roof. Go to your left. Huh? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. You got it free. Okay, it's free. Almost free. There it is. Oh, the ladder.
Lock the ladder.
Oh man, I'm about ready to die. Well, what I'm doing is repairing a hole that's in the roof due to the fact that I knocked a tree over on it. It's only a flesh wound, she should be all right. A little tape should be fucking fine. Or, excuse me, she'll be just fine. When in Rome, act like Sicilian. The shoddiest roof job I've ever been a part of. My name is Johnny.
Oh my gosh, that is so cringe. When I watch that back, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, how do these guys build a tiny home resort? Actually, you're probably thinking, how do these guys build anything ever? Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, we just, not afraid to fail, not afraid to take risks. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you probably wouldn't think we're on track to do, I don't know, $500,000, $600,000 this year on Airbnb and VRBO. But part of that go for it mentality is I do think more often than not you'll figure things out, you'll figure out how to make it work, and if you have the just sheer willpower, a lot of times it does work out. So, but today we'll get into part 2, the cost to build the commercial building, or basically rebuild the commercial building, called the smoke jumper. We'd love it if you guys would subscribe. Basically on our channel we're talking about building not only a tiny home resort, but just all things that are Airbnb, VRBO, real estate, secondary income that can hopefully become a primary income. That's certainly our goal. And we've got 4 years of being in this and being at this, and this was kind of our first big huge major commercial project, but we're stoked and we're happy to share our experiences with you in hopes that it will potentially help you if you're doing something of the same. So with that, let's get rolling. My girlfriend decided to buy this for me.
Yeah, your birthday gift.
Thank you, my love. So we are in the midst of jumping into here where you can see there's no floor. So will it hold me? That will be interesting.
Oh shit.
Oh, so scary. We need to keep this on for the insurance company. Oh, safe. We made it. They're in.
I am not jumping in. No chance.
Alright guys, so you get the gist of it. So basically this was an 1,800 square foot building that was originally for the smoke jumpers, who are firefighters that parachute into crazy situations where there's no vehicles. And they actually used this building for about 15 years before it was shipped to our lot. So it sat on our lot for probably, I don't know, 30-40 years and was simply used as storage. So as you can see, it was structurally beat up. We tried to see if we could find some potential tenants that were willing to do the improvements on it. We had an axe throwing company out of Boise come take a look at it, but long story short, anybody that looked at it basically ran off as quickly as they came into it. So we decided to tackle it. We took on the back half of the building, and we decided we were just going to focus on that for our laundry room, for our guests, and for our cleaning staff. In doing that, we also had to preserve and set up the upstairs part of the back the laundry room area for a live-in person or for us, but we decided to at least get it framed in and drywalled. So basically we had our first contractor come in. They had to pull out all the flooring, all the joists were rotted underneath. They had to redo all the joists, connect it to the sill plates. Structurally it was pretty intense. And then once that was done, we had Tom, our original contractor, come into the front part of it, take out the chimney, remove the stairs so that we could open up the whole upstairs someday. And we just basically worked on this building all through wintertime. Chargeables, charging, chainsaws, we got a little Oregon duck action going on right now. Got our Milwaukee setup here, and yeah, that's it. Got our pressure washer right here. We rolled into spring, and then we started framing it, drywalling it. Lynn ordered wallpaper, and we had to run all new electrical because the electrical was no good. We had to get permits for all of that, and there was no water running to it. So all of this added up to not just a shit ton of labor, but a lot of money. How much money? I don't know, let's start counting. And so just like that, with a few rings of the bell and $95,000 later, we had ourselves a new exterior on the smoke jumper building, a partially finished upstairs apartment, and a completely done laundry room for guests and our cleaning staff. And here's how it turned out. And that's it, guys. That's a $95,000 laundry room. I mean, we do have a half-finished apartment that will be able to be occupied or rented at some point. We still have the front half of the building that we were able to figure out once we're done with that we can monetize and, you know, obviously turn into a different space. So that'll be cool. But yeah, sometimes, especially on these super old structures, it's all the things that you don't see that cost a ton of money, just getting it structurally right. And again, it's not glamorous and it's not cool and it's nothing you're gonna see on an after shot, but it gotta be done. So a lot of lessons were learned here. I don't regret that we tried to preserve this building and that we did actually preserve it. I think it's just, again, the learning experience of going through something and not knowing until you do know, and then you figure it out and you have those lessons learned for next time. So we're halfway through, guys. So we have done part 1, which was the demo, part 2 today, which was the smoke jumper. Next week we'll be back with part 3, which is site prep, and then part 4 will be the tiny homes. For those of you keeping track, we were at $720,000 plus the smoke jumper building, which was $95,000, which means that we're at a grand total of $815,000 to build this tiny home resort so far, halfway done. Would love to hear your comments on how much you think it's going to cost to finish the whole entire project, which includes the cost of 7 tiny homes. We'll be talking about site prep next week, and we'll just take it from there. So if you guys have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, we'll see you next week in the next video. Peace.
Very nice.
Help in here?
Yep.
Do you really?
Go for
Show
it.
you how it's done. Watch this. Come on.